This video will help you prepare for your dream technology sales job interview, whether you're a college student just starting to apply or you're someone looking to get into sales, perhaps with absolutely no experience. This video is for you. Working in technology, you can expect lucrative salaries and incredible lifestyle opportunities. That's why right out of college 3 years ago, with absolutely no experience, no connections, no past internships or credentials, I was able to get hired as a sales development representative at a fast-growing technology company. I'm now an account executive. I've helped interview some candidates. So I'm gonna give you guys an inside look behind the scenes, what technology companies are actually looking for and how you can prepare to stand out, because there's so many people, there's a lot of noise. The problem is most people limit their potential from the start because they're either hiding behind their lack of experience or expertise, or say, hey, I didn't go to the right school. I'm not even gonna put myself in the ring. No matter who you are, no matter what your background is, you have the opportunity to go get whatever you want, but it starts with trying, it starts with applying, it starts with putting yourself out there, and I'm gonna share some firsthand tips here today, practical advice to help you prepare for your job interview. So whenever you're in that spot, you can crush it and end up getting the job. If you're looking to get a job in sales, make sure to smash the like button below. We put daily sales videos out on this channel, so make sure to subscribe now if you haven't already. Here's advice I read on LinkedIn from a top recruiter in regards to the one thing all candidates should know going into a job interview. Let's play a scenario here. Imagine that I am the interviewee and you are the interviewer. Let me know what you think of this statement in the comments down below, and this is what you should use in a job interview, and I'll explain why I really like it afterwards. Humbly, I don't know how absolutely sure anyone can be of anything, but I am entirely convinced that my career trajectory and life in general would be hugely improved by me chasing a sales position for A, B, C reasons. Give me a shot to do this. You will undoubtedly get the question, why do you want this role? Why are you a good fit? You need to be able to tell your story, and this answer right here shows your conviction. It shows how serious you are. It shows that you're betting on yourself. It shows your humility. So rather than thinking, I didn't go to an Ivy League school. My GPA isn't good. I got a 19 on my ACT like Trent. I have absolutely no past internships or sales experience. Don't rule yourself out and use that as your advantage. Use the advantage as, hey, you have all the potential in the world, and show that interviewer why you are a good fit for them. I want to leave that at that, and then I now want to get into the actual tangible takeaways and how you should prepare going into an interview. So there's the basics, and then there's the advanced. When we think about the basics, you need to be able to answer, what does the company do? The company that you're applying for, what do they do? How do they make money? And just be able to explain at a very high level, what do they do? What is their product, and how does it help? And a part of that is identifying what are the companies you even want to work for. I know a question you may be wondering at this point is, hey Trent, these interview tips are great, but how do I actually get interviews? How do I actually put myself in a position to succeed? You need to identify the top tech companies you want to work for. They're all hiring, believe me. I'm selling them a software to help them with their hiring process. They're all hiring, they're all growing. There's more funding than ever out there in the market. So there's so many great opportunities for you, whether it be in your location where you're at today, perhaps you find a remote role, or you move to your dream city like Austin, like Raleigh, like San Francisco, like Miami, like New York, like Seattle. Don't hold yourself back. Move to where the opportunity is. Identify the great companies. Start applying. Go to their website and start applying. Basic tip number 2 is be able to explain who is the buyer persona. So when you understand how the product works, who it's helping, who is the buyer persona? The buyer persona, is it the VP of HR? Is it the Chief Information Security Officer? Is it the VP of Sales? Is it the VP of Marketing? Who is the role, and how is your software helping them? Interview basic number 3, who is the competition? Your favorite sports team, whether it be the Green Bay Packers. Who is the competition? Okay, the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, the Patriots. Okay, the Buccaneers. You understand the sport analogy, but from a business standpoint, do you understand who the competitors are of the company? Because the more you understand the market landscape, the more you're going to be able to separate yourself, because you're going to be differentiated. And then finally, the 4th basic interview tip is know the hiring team or the recruiting team. The recruiters, just so you know, here's an inside tip. Recruiters who reach out to you on LinkedIn or whoever you're talking with, they're incentivized, so they're paid based on actually hiring people and them staying in the role. So if you truly believe with full conviction that you're a great fit for the role, then make sure they feel that and make sure they know that, hey, betting on me is a good choice. And a part of that is by knowing who are you speaking with. Read that person's LinkedIn, read their background, read their past history, check them out on Facebook, check them out on Instagram, and bring that to the interview so that you can stand out. As we move from the basics to the advanced interview tips are how you can really continue to separate yourself. And the first one is understanding the company's strategy. And if the company's public, that means they report on a quarterly basis to Wall Street, and they have annual reports, they have 10Ks, they have perhaps S1s if they recently went public, or you can find that historically. Figure out what is the company's strategy, what are the goals over the coming year, and then also a part of that is what are the company's values. You really need to understand what are the core values and what is the culture? Are you even going to be a good fit for them? And be able to explain, hey, one day I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to help your company grow to 5,000 customers over the next couple of years. I want to learn how to sell so I can sell my own product someday, and I want to embody your values of XYZ. And this is how I've shown it in the past. The more you understand about the company organically, not just the night before reading over it like I did in my interview, if you understand it inherently, then you can show up to the interview and start to funnel in your past stories into that so that you can really separate yourself. The next advanced tip is reach out to the active SDRs or account executives of that company just on LinkedIn. You don't always need to say, can I get 15 minutes of your time? I get so many people reach out to me on LinkedIn asking for my time, and I'm not gonna take time with you unless you really give me a good reason why I should, because I'm busy and the people you're reaching out to are busy. So don't just ask blindly for people's time. Reach out and be very intentional with why you're reaching out. Hey, I'm applying to your company. I'd really like to know more about your perspective. Can you share a couple sentences based on your experience and culture, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Something as simple as that. And then you can even bring that up in the interview, and that will further separate yourself. And then finally is make sure that you're going to interview them as well. It's a two-way street. They're interviewing you. You're also interviewing them. Value your time and value you as an asset. Are you a good fit for them? Not just are you a good fit for them, but are they a good fit for you? That's what I was trying to say there. Make sure to ask the intriguing questions. Don't just write down, hey, this is a question I want to ask because they seem rudimentary or check the box. Ask them as you actually care. And this is one of the common things I hear from people on LinkedIn is a lot of people I don't think value themselves. They have bad LinkedIn profiles. They don't have any experience. You got to get past that, and you got to figure out how are you going to stand out? How are you going to separate yourself? And hopefully this video and these interview tips are a starting place to get you in the right direction. My goal is that in the next couple weeks or couple months, someone reaches out and says, Trent, as a result of that video, it helped me get my job. That would be a job done right for me, even if that was just a handful of people. But regardless, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video today. Subscribe for more sales videos. Connect with me on LinkedIn if you'd like a reference or if there's any questions I can help with. And then, of course, I will see you in the next video.